Is there any like crazy story you got that maybe you could share?
Oh gosh,
You probably got a handful of them, I bet, but is there one that
um,
comes to mind? Like, I just can't believe it was like a series of events or something wild happened.
he played at a place called Blind Bob's in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Out of state.
And
That's
yeah,
like a
yeah,
tour.
yeah. We had a
That's
few
huge.
shows. Like
Yeah,
it
there you
was
go.
great. No, but the tour itself was fantastic. We had a fun time, and it really brought us together closer as a band. But we got there, and this man approaches us, and he's just like asking for money, and we're like, well, we don't have money. We're like, we're a band on tour, but we can buy you a beer or something, man. And he's like, oh, great. And so his name was George, and he started hanging out, and he seemed like a really cool dude. And we play our set to nobody except for George and maybe a couple other bar patrons. And it's like, all right, great, whatever. And George asked, like, hey, man, I used to play in a band. Like, can I hop on the bass real quick? And we're like, all right, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start taking my stuff down if you want to hop on the bass. And then he hopped on the bass, and he was amazing.
Oh, shit.
He was one of the most phenomenal bass players I've ever heard. And our drummer was jamming with him. And then he was like, hey, man, let me hop on them drums, too. We're like, okay, bud. Like, he hopped on the drums, and he was amazing. And, like, we hung out with him for a little bit, and he bought him a few drinks, and he told us these stories about all these, like, I used to play with the Four Tops and the Commodores and, like, all these amazing, prolific bands. And we're like, wow, what a cool dude. So our drummer and Casey, the bass player, start loading everything up, and Matt and I hang back so we can buy a round of beers for everybody, and we're sitting there, and I bought a pitcher of beer, and we get a phone call not like 5 minutes later. Then it's our drummer. He's like, get in the car, we're running, we're running, we're coming, just get in the car as soon as we get there. I was like, what's happening? I'm imagining in the panic in his voice that Casey has been shot or something like that. I was like, where'd you guys go? He's like, George took us to a crack house and the cops are following us. We're like, all right. So I chugged a pitcher of beer. I paid $10 for it. I was like, I'm not leaving this behind. So I chugged a pitcher of beer, and they come flying up, and we just jumped in the car and took off. Yeah, George took us to a crack house, and as soon as we pulled away, like the cops started following us, and we pulled up to the house, and George was like, come on, guys, let's just go smoke some crack for a little bit. And they're like, we're gone, bye. And they left, and the cop followed them for a while. It was a pretty crazy story. So
That is not exactly where I thought that was going to turn.
No,
at all.
No, it was, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. That classifies as a crazy thing to happen at a show. Holy shit.